It all started with a 3x3 square of wooden planks, but over time, resources came to me from the endless ocean, and I grew my watery base, and farmed blocks, and built structures, and now this raft block hardcore survival is taking shape. Time to take the next steps. It's day 41 and the sun is setting on the west horizon. And I feel as if I need to achieve something. So in this episode, I am going to be using this portal of death. Even if it kills me, which it probably will. But I've got a bit of preparation to do before I do that. It's the start of day 42 and I've got a few things to do before I go through that portal that's over my right shoulder. I need to get just a little bit more protection from fire. And I need to make sure that I'm wearing something gold, amongst other things. I also want to be in a position where I can cure a zombie villager so I can start using this really complex mob farm that I've made. The redstone on this is incredible. Okay, so there's no redstone, but you know what I mean? It's going to be amazing. I'm going to get loads of mobs. Okay, I don't actually want loads of mobs. I just want a zombie villager. In fact, two. Two would be amazing. Do you ever get the feeling that you're feeling just a little bit too optimistic? Anyway, let's crack on with this. It's all barrel. And another one. Oh, I do love a barrel, me. I do have an appointment with Barrels Anonymous, but right now I'm enjoying the addiction. Sadly, the addiction does not appear to be enjoying me very much. You know, I'll take it though. I've got some fairly stretching objective over the next few days. Cop a feel of these. I want to make a shield and some gold boots. I then want to go through to the Nether, and in the Nether I want to farm hoglins for their leather, because I don't think I'm going to get leather from anything else apart from hours of fishing, and no one wants to watch that. I'm then going to come back and make an enchanting station so I can get fire resistance on my armor. I then want to go back to the Nether, get some blaze rods and some nether wart and some soul sand, then come back again, make a potion station, grow the nether wart on the raft, make 2 weakness potions, 2 golden apples, and then farm mobs in my mob farm until I get 2 zombie villagers and cure them. Yes, I know, those of you that know me might think I'm being a little optimistic, but check this out. I've already done objective 1, gold boots and a shield. I'm there, lot. Except that means I need to go through to the Nether now, which I'm a little bit scared about. So I think I might chop some trees down just to make myself feel better. Day 43 and there was no putting this off anymore. I needed to go through to the Nether because I really need that leather. I am right in thinking that you're only going to get leather from cows, horses, which there's nothing of around here, fishing, which takes forever, or hoglins. If there's any other way, please do tell me in the comments, because I think I'm going mad. I'm lighting it up. That's one stage further. I'm a little bit scared now. I'm going to get myself my stone sword. I am wearing my gold boots. I've also got a few gold ingots should I wish to trade. And this is it. I'm actually going through. I've got no idea what the Nether looks like in this mod pack, but I guess we're about to find out. I'm assuming it's not just one big lava lake. No, it is not just one big lava lake, and that's quite optimistic there with that hanging down, which means I've got potentially hoglins quite close, but it looks like I'm going to need to dig through. I've got a diamond pickaxe and an iron pick, so I can do a bit of digging. I'll take a little bit of this netherrack first, because I think what I'm going to need to do is bridge across to where that crimson is, grab all those bits, and pop these down, and then get myself across there a little bit, unless I can just go through that gap. Not sure. Let's have a look down. That's the step I need to create. I'm going to get all of this as well. So I've come across this opening just to see if there's anything around it. It looks like I've got a little bit of gold, which I'll take. A lot more quartz, which I'll have as well. But I'm just going to follow it through and see if there's anything else, because I really, really want to find the hoglins, which isn't something I normally say, because normally hoglins are just dangerous. But for now, it's my best hope against something that's fire resistance. Except sadly, it led nowhere. I did find a piglin, so I thought I'm going to lob a little bit of gold at you just to see what you're going to do. Are you going to trade with me? I'd love it if you did. I'd be really interested to know what it is you think that piece of gold is worth, because some of you have got absolutely no clue about bartering. I think you're not too bad. In fact, I'm going to keep bartering with you. You could be worth it. With 4 bits of gold, I got 5 soul sand, 2 obsidian, 5 nether bricks, and 8 nether racks. I think I got done. Never trust a pig when gold is on the line. I came back to the portal to try and get through there, and I found a couple of hoglins. In fact, I found 3 hoglins, and they'd like a piece of me, but they can't have a piece of me because I'm up on a thing because I'm scared of them, which is silly because it looks like they can't get up. I wonder if I can help them up a little bit. No, they don't need any help. Why are you running away? Come back here, let me kill you. I want your skin. Right, it turns out that even if I'm on that post over there, they can still hit me, because I've been hitting this guy. Oh, no, he's walking away from me. Been hitting this. They're just out of my reach now. They know they can stay out of my reach. But no, he came back and I hit him and he hit me back. Ha, I got you. There's leather down there. So what I want to do is I want to just jump down there and then hit these guys. I don't know what you're doing, mate. Seriously, that just didn't right. So I killed all 3 of them through being a coward. I'm not quite sure how they got here. I wonder if there's a hole, because they don't normally spawn in this area, do they? But they have left me, very kindly, 2 pieces of leather, which is quite good. I'm going to have to kill quite a lot of these, aren't I? So I started to dig up through the rock, hoping I didn't hit any lava, because if I did, I was probably going to get into quite a lot of trouble. I'm trying to do it as much of a distance as I can so as I don't die. But there's got to be Crimson Forest the other side, which means there has to be some hoglins in my near future, right? And look what I found. Literally by mistake. That's not a bad shout. Everybody loves a little bit of ancient debris, right? I wasn't expecting that. And I came out in a little Soul Sand Valley cave, which isn't funny because there's literally no way out of this cave. It's completely enclosed. And it seems everything I'm doing right now feels completely enclosed. And I'm starting to get quite sad about my enclosure. I feel quite trapped. But I am going to collect a few resources because, you know, it's soul stuffs. And I was starting to get a little despondent because I dug forever. I'm right up at, what, y = 90, and I'm not that close to where the portal is. And I've eventually come out, look, in an area that looks like it's promising. This is a Crimson Forest, which is exactly what I was looking for. I can hear the piggies. I can't see the piggies, which is the one thing I'm a little bit concerned about. Where are the piggies? Oh, there's piggies up there. They're around here somewhere, right. I think I'm going to need to go and start harvesting some pigs. I like it when they group together because it makes it easier for me, but that means they can also hit me as well like that, and they proper hit you hard, don't they? Come here, you. Yeah, no, I don't want to mess. And also had the piglins doing my work for me. So I employed the patented shield hit technique, which means I didn't take any damage, but my shield really did. But at least it eventually killed the hoglin. Absolutely works. And after about 3 days of hoglin farming, getting something like 40 pieces of leather, something disastrous happened. As I was coming back through the Nether portal to my raft in the overworld, the game explosively and irreversibly crashed. And no matter what I did, I could not get it back. Apparently, it's really common with this mod pack when the Nether gets involved. So there was only one thing I could do, and that was to get back on a 3x3 block raft. That's right, we're starting again, but this time it's a little bit different because this time I've turned off all the extra mods like shaders and also replay mod to try and take some of the weight off. And I've turned off the Nether. And as a result, I've got in here some blaze rods, 4 soul sand, and 1 piece of nether wart. Other than that, I'm on my own, and I better start fishing for these blocks again. But it's good to know that some things don't change, because that, my friends, is a barrel. So we are on day 1 again, but we're in advantage because we're practiced at this. I'm going to put barrels around my platform this time so I can store stuff, and I'm going to start building it up with more jungle planks like this. So while I'm waiting for more barrels to come up, or even other blocks, but you know me, I prefer barrels, I'm going to do a bit of fishing. So what do I get in these barrels? I've got some dirt, I've got a carrot, that's great, we've got a good start, and we've got some spruce. Right, let's get planting. And by the end of day 1, I had 3 barrels, a crafting table, I'd planted all my trees, and I'd got some plants growing. I reckon we're making a much better start. Oh, there's another barrel. Make that 4 barrels and a load of more stuff as well, including already a bed, which was amazing. So I spent the night fishing and gathering resources out of the sea. And by the morning of day 2, I was starting to get a decent stash of stuff. However, I'm not going to make the mistake I made last time. I'm going to spend the first few days getting a load of blocks so as I've got something to build with, including from the ocean bed and underneath it. But it's a really good way to get sand, especially seeing as my trees weren't really growing very quick at the moment. And I hit absolute payload for iron, which is brilliant because I'm going to need this. And by the morning of day 4, I'd made myself a little mine entrance that took me down into the depths on both directions. But what I'd forgotten was that I'd loaded this up in 1.16.4, which is the original version, to try and avoid future crashes. And of course, 1.16 is a lot different. For example, Bedrock starts at Y5 and there isn't any deep slate, which is fine. I just need to remember to mine at Y11 if I want some diamonds. Oh, those were the days. And I'd also got enough iron to craft myself full iron tools and full iron armor. So I'm going to do that because now I look fancy and almost certainly not cautious enough as well. And just towards the end of day 4, whilst I was mining, I found a mine shaft. Now, I don't know if this is the same mine shaft that was in it before it crashed, but obviously all the world generates differently in 1.16.4, so it's not necessarily the same one. So I'm just going to have a quick look, which is probably daft. But you know what? What do I know? Yeah, by the look of it, it's the same one. If you remember, those diamonds generated there last time as well. So that's cool. Some of the generation is the same. I'll have the diamonds though. These are my first diamonds. First of many, I hope. And by the morning of day... Oh, the tree just grew on me. I would put that in the bloopers, but you know what? I'll leave it in the real video. And by the morning of day 5, it's like you've heard me say that before, isn't it? I had made an even better start than I had in the first world when it crashed. So I'm really quite pleased. Maybe that game crash was meant to happen. I just feel that this is going to be a better run and I can design the base even better than I was going to last time. So let's come back to it in the next episode. If you want one, let me know in the comments and we'll see if we can't accelerate our progress to make ourselves an amazing base on this raft in the middle of an endless ocean. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. You take it easy now. Bye.